This week on Whiskey Movie Club, we're drinking tequila and talking El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. Since the movie's called El Camino, it seems fitting to drink tequila. So we're drinking Don Julio Anejo tequila that I got while I was in Mexico a couple years ago. And
Yum.
it's literally just been sitting on my shelf since I'm more of a whiskey person.
Perfect.
So cheers.
Cheers.
And we're talking El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. The movie, is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Not really. Let's see.
I'm a tequila girl, so this is definitely my jam.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I very rarely have tequila, and if I do, it's usually in a mixed drink.
Okay.
Sorry, this is very transformative for me. This is my first real tequila. I've sipped this before, but it's been such a long time. So anyway, speaking of enjoyable things, we're talking Breaking Bad.
The El Camino film.
Well, I think a little bit of both.
Yeah, true. Okay.
So I think the first question we need to answer, and should someone see El Camino if they haven't seen Breaking Bad?
Absolutely not.
That's the correct answer, because you will be complete. I watched Breaking Bad, and I mean, I haven't seen it in a few years, and I was still kind of trying to recall, kind of where the story was at, who these characters are, because it picks up literally
right where it ended.
Yeah, after the crazy machine gun and the trunk
yes,
thing.
Yeah. But I love that, and I love that they didn't do a big giant recap. This was made for the fans, and that's what they did. They're like, if you're a fan, you're gonna know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes along with the whole Netflix model of just binging through things, and they assume that you literally just got done watching the previous episode, and they're not going to treat you like a child.
Exactly. Yeah.
And one of the things I really liked is they didn't do any de-aging with any of the characters, any of the people who come back. The characters played themselves as they are, and I thought it was fantastic. I want to jump into some spoilers, but real quick, just in a couple sentences. A, is this something that people should watch? And B, what'd you think of it?
A, yes, absolutely. They should watch it if you're a Breaking Bad fan, because I think that it wraps it up and puts a really nice bow on it for you. It gives you something that you wanted.
Okay.
Even though I think the series ended super amazingly, awesomely well. I think having this little nugget to kind of give you Jesse Pinkman.
Just kind of close it out a little bit.
Just to close it out. I think it was really great.
I couldn't agree more.
And yes, I thought it was awesome. I loved it.
Oh, it's a great film.
Yeah. I thought the acting was great. I think Aaron Paul did a phenomenal job, especially going back and forth between playing a character in like a flashback. So you had to channel who Jesse was at that time. And then going forward after what he went through, who Jesse was then, and then trying to figure out who he is now.
Right.
So I thought that was really cool too.
Yeah. No, I agree wholeheartedly with everything you just said. I think if someone's going to watch this, and if they haven't watched Breaking Bad recently, at least watch the last two seasons.
Right.
To really get a sense of where everything is at.
Or, watch all of it. Honestly, the seasons are so short. And again, we live in the Netflix era, so you can binge watch everything. There's really no excuse.
Yeah, if you haven't recently watched Breaking Bad, I wouldn't jump in and just watch this. Take your time, rewatch one of the greatest TV series ever made, and then watch this. I don't think there's any rush. There was nothing in there. I don't want to get into spoilers, but I don't see anything popping up on the internet that will spoil the movie for you.
No, I don't think so either. And I think the people that are watching it are going to be respectful of that if there even is anything that could spoil it.
But it's not like Avengers Endgame.
Oh,
where,
right.
You had to see it before, you saw some awful spoiler.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think that's the case with this. I think this is definitely something. Take your time, and at the very least, watch the season 4 and season 5. But to your point, jump back to season 1 and just enjoy it all over again. It doesn't matter how many times you've seen it; it's worth rewatching.
Well, they did a really good job too, kind of pulling a little bit of everything from each season, giving you a little bit of a reminiscent moment. So I thought that was really cool of Vince Gilligan to do as well. So I thought that was well written on his behalf.
And there was a lot of I don't want to get into them, but there was a lot of Easter eggs in the movie.
Yes, there was. Yeah.
I don't want to get into the Easter eggs because there's going to be dozens of people on YouTube
doing Easter eggs.
Just Easter eggs.
Right.
And, who wants to hear some idiot talk about Easter eggs? Yeah, I'll probably be Googling that later tonight. So I think the summary is, even if you're a casual Breaking Bad fan, it's definitely worth your time. It's an hour and 22 minutes. You're going to be binging something on Netflix anyway. Might as well revisit the fantastic characters of Breaking Bad.
Absolutely. And like I said, the acting is phenomenal. The way it's shot is beautiful.
It's like any episode of Breaking Bad. It's got the time lapses. It's kind of got the weird photography, the lots of like dolly movements. It felt right at home. If you couldn't tell that Jesse Pinkman aged, just because he is like, what is it, like 6 years later, 7 years since they filmed or whatever, this could have just picked up right after. Like there is no break in style at all.
I love that. I love too, one of my favorite moments in the film was when he was out in the desert and the guy goes, get me the pack of cigarettes, and he gets in the glove box. I loved how that was such an intimate moment. And then at the end, when he's coming up to, like, without giving anything away, like how it was just a crazy wide shot of something super serious and sincere. It kind of made it feel even more important.
Oh yeah, totally. And that's something Breaking Bad did, a lot and really, really well.
Yes, I love that.
Well, let's jump into a little more detail. So if you haven't seen it, just go away, watch it, come back later.
Yeah.
All right, so now people who haven't seen it are gone. We can talk a little bit of details. Yes, the scene in the desert where they were burying the nice old lady, which, by the way, I don't remember that red-haired guy being such a cold-hearted bastard.
I mean, he's kind of a Nazi.
Was he a Nazi? Like
he hung out with the Nazis. His family was Nazis.
Can you really blame someone for their family, though?
He still hangs out with them.
Yes, he does, and he basically
almost
idolizes
exclusively.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But he kills her because she found the money.
It's his housekeeper, by the way. It wasn't just some old lady.
Well, I mean, if people are still here, they presumably saw the movie, right?
True. Yes.
So yeah, he says she's as honest as the day is long, which I don't know if it was intentional. That seemed like a Casablanca reference to me.
Oh yes. Because okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that was intentional or not. But yeah, that was so cold. She finds the money, wasn't going to tell anyone, wasn't going to take it. She just goes, I found this. I don't know if it's yours.
Right.
And he kills her.
Yep.
Just matter of fact. And then he makes soup right next to her.
Yep.
Cold-hearted asshole.
Yes.
He got what was coming.
He definitely got what was coming to him.
Because he gets machine gunned.
Yes, he does. Almost all of them do. Yeah.
Including Walter.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Are you in the camp that thinks Walter's still alive?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And I love that they, spoiler, on the radio say Walter has been found dead.
Yes.
So there's closure there. There's no crazy, like, is he alive? Is he dead?
Yeah, there was a lot of speculation. I kept waiting for like him just to pop up and be like, fake my own death.
Right. Honestly, I would have been really upset about that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. This was the perfect ending for Jesse Pinkman. Absolutely. I couldn't have asked for anything better. And what's interesting is to compare this, I think, to Dexter. Because in some ways, the ending of Dexter's, he goes, although with him, I think it's the Pacific Northwest.
Right, yeah.
He kind of just goes up there to disappear, and it's the most disappointing end of any series I've ever watched.
Right.
Similarly, Jesse Pinkman goes up north to get away and disappear, but it's so satisfying, so perfect, and it completes his arc beautifully. And I one of the things I loved about this movie is I don't know if it is, but it felt like it took place over just like 24, 36 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't a long period of time. I would say a few days tops. Yeah. Absolutely. Because it just picked up right where the season left off, and we were just on that journey.
It's basically just the hours right after.
Right.
Except the traveling up to Alaska at the very end.
Right.
They do time jump however long it takes to drive to Alaska, which presumably is like a week.
Yeah, probably.
Which is fine. I don't want to see him.
I don't need to see that either.
In the back of a U-Haul
and that's why they did all of the little cutaways too. Yes. I think. Yeah. The flashbacks.
Yes, the conversation with Walter. I do like that they brought Bryan Cranston in for that scene.
I do too.
They actually brought everyone in. They brought in oh my God, the gal who plays
Kristen Ritter.
Yes, I'm a huge Kristen Ritter fan.
I am too. I love her. Massive girl crush. Yeah. Hello, Jessica Jones.
Hello, anything with Kristen Ritter.
That's actually really true.
I mean
she was on Veronica Mars.
I never watched that show. No,
I never watched it. Oh my gosh,
I
loved Veronica Mars when I was little. Like her and Kristen Bell.
I knew Kristen Bell was in. I didn't know. Now I need to go back and watch that.
Yeah, Tessa Thompson's on that show too.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like a lot of badass babes.
I love badass babes.
Yeah.
Including our glorious director, my girlfriend, who's very shy. So I think this is this was just really solid filmmaking. I think it's really just a great movie. There's nothing else I could want from it.
Right.
You know, there's no other cameos that I would have liked to see. We get everybody, right?
Everybody that's important to Jesse Pinkman is a cameo in the film.
We don't get Gus,
right? Because he's not
blown up in season 4.
But also, he's not important to Jesse.
No.
Like the people that he cares about that are important to him. I mean, even on a level, he cared about Walter. Like, obviously,
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just rewatching the last couple seasons, and like I forgot how much of a connection they had. They hated each other. They were a couple of times where they didn't try and kill each other, but they kind of left the other one out to dry. But there's still that love and
respect almost. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, and that still stayed there. Why isn't Aaron Paul in more stuff?
I don't know.
Like, why isn't he in like really fantastic dramas?
Well, he might be now.
I mean, okay, let's look at IMDb. Just
let's see what happens.
Let's see where he's. Okay, he was in Need for Speed, which was the Fast and the Furious knockoff. Actually, I can't say that because I never saw it. Oh yeah, he's in the new season of Westworld.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, a lot, but that's a whole other.
You don't
episode.
watch Westworld?
No.
Do you not like good TV?
No, I am a starving artist and can't afford HBO.
So you don't have any friends that would lend you a login?
Probably, I guess.
I'll give you my login.
Okay.
And you can watch Westworld.
I'm being scolded on camera right now. Thank you, Dad.
Go to your room. No, Westworld's really good, and he's in the new season. But I mean, really, he hasn't been in a lot of.
Just a lot of bigger.
Yeah, I mean, he should show up in a Scorsese movie.
He might now.
He should. He's a great actor. He's got a good face.
He does have a good face.
Isn't that the good thing? Like, you need a good face and you need
good face and actual skill set.
I think he has both.
I think he does too.
I mean, he's fantastic.
I mean, he held his own against Bryan Cranston for 6 seasons. Are you kidding me?
Yes. I can't say enough good stuff about this movie. You got anything you want to add to it? Like,
I think it's a good wrap up with a nice little bow saying thank you to the fans, and here you go.
You know, that's actually a really good point. Yeah, it is basically a thank you to the fans.
Yeah.
A final, we appreciate your loyalty.
If we had made any mistake at all whatsoever with Breaking Bad, it was the fact that we left Jesse Pinkman just out there. And now we are correcting that mistake and giving you this film. If one would classify that as a mistake.
Right, because it ends with him just driving off into the sunset, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this one kind of ends with him driving off into the sunset, too.
True. Just a different kind of sunset.
A very cold sunset.
Right.
What do you think he's going to do in Alaska?
I mean...
You think he's going to become, what do you say, sports medicine?
Yeah, sports medicine. Oh, that was an interesting little thing, that whole thing. How do you feel about his I have my diploma? Like that little kind of like dig that Walter gave him about getting his GED.
Well, that kind of fit in with where they were at the time of their relationship.
Because it was in the beginning.
Right.
Right.
And he didn't have the same level of respect. He thought he was a high school dropout. He never paid attention in his class. He didn't see him as an intellectual equal in any way. So I thought that was fitting.
Yeah. Okay. I also like the little throwback to hey, remember I was a chemistry teacher. I'm correcting you on your pineapple knowledge here.
I wish I could remember. It was the borium and...
Yeah, I already forgot.
Yeah, I didn't do well in chemistry.
Yeah. Creatives, not science. But I love science.
Yeah, I'm not going to be cooking math anytime soon.
Me neither.
Cool. Great film. I mean, if you even a casual watcher of Breaking Bad needs to see this movie. What'd you think of the tequila?
I think it's delicious.
Because you're a tequila girl.
I'm a tequila girl.
Next week, we're going to be seeing Zombieland, right?
Cool.
That's picking up 10 years after.
A decade. Yes.
That's insane.
It is completely insane.
I feel really old.
I do not feel really old. I feel really great.
Well, yeah, so you're obviously much younger and much more youthful than I. I'm just a crusty old man screaming at kids to get off my lawn. If you liked what you saw or heard or didn't, just please hit subscribe. It makes us happy, and it'll make you happy too. Our social media links are below, but where can people find you?
On Instagram at Summer Harabedian.
You can find me at Real Jason Miller. Subscribe, follow us, comment. Say hi, say whatever the hell you want. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.